What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Make It a Mod Sauce. That's right. How's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty excited because we got a lot of fun things to do today. A lot of really fun things. I want to upgrade to the next level of Botania. That's right. Oh yeah, baby. So, what's going on? Last episode, we revealed our little floaty island, which is going to be our new Botania area. Super cool. I asked you guys, what would be a good material to put in, fill in all the carpenter's blocks. Now, unfortunately, like a silly puss, I went ahead and I started filling it all in with quartz, thinking, oh, that's going to look good. Well, of course, you guys came through with an awesome suggestion. So incredibly awesome. Now, of course, like a floating island, where would it come from? It should like come from the ground and be ripped up into that. And that's exactly what you guys suggested was to do. I thought it was so super cool. Make like a reverse pyramid shot down into the ground way down here. And it would look like it was just ripped out of the ground. Then I could change all this to like dirt, stone, different ores that just look like it was ripped out. And that's an awesome idea. That totally is an awesome idea. Would fit way better than this ugly old thing that I have up there. So I think that's cool. I think I'd like to change to that. Now, just for time's sake, instead of getting into that right away, let's get into that near the end, or I'll do it for next episode and show you. Anyway, other things that we did last episode. We are able to make Terra steel now. That's right. Let's make one really quick. Just show you. If we take a pearl, bam. Take some mana steel, bam. Did I say mana steel or Terra steel? Should have said Terra steel. But we take all those, and we made this cool little tap last time. The terrestrial aga plate. You know what I'm talking about. The tap. And then throw all these down on top of there. Oh man, magic. Bam. Turns in to Terra steel, which we used to craft up things such as this super cool Terra Shatterer. Now, I was thinking about making the Terra Blade today as well. You guys were telling me about that. So maybe just while we have it on us, maybe we could do that. I think the Terra Blade was maybe like this. Yes, look at that. Terra Blade. So cool. So make a pattern and take the pattern, bam, and put the pattern in here. I don't know why I'd need more than one Terra Blade, but let's do it anyway. And let's craft it up. That's not how you spell Terra. Terra Blade. Bam. Make it. And we got the Terra Blade too. Cool. So we got a Terra Shatterer and a Terra Blade. Does this flip on too? No, it's funky looking. It's pretty cool looking. Look at that. Oh man. It's a pretty cool looking blade. I'm not exactly sure what it does. Whoa. That's what it does. It shoots laser beams. The laser beam sword. It's amazing. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But you guys, very cool suggestions. Anyway, I've been charging up my Terra Blade. This guy, when you first make it, it starts off at the D rank. Just above failing. And like in school, you got to do better if you want to get better grades. And I was able to get it. We left off last episode. I moved it started off the D, moved up to C. We got it to B last time. And it said it took 10 times the amount of mana to get from B to A and then A each time. Like 10 times the amount. So it's ridiculous. That's a lot of mana. But we got it up to A. And to charge it, you just throw it in your mana pool while your mana pool is set on sparing to items. And it will slowly upgrade it. Pretty neat. So that little amount of mana is not going to upgrade it. But let's see what the A rank does. The B rank did a 3x3. Now let's see what this rank does. So if we shift right click, turns it on. Bam! Oh man, that's getting a lot bigger. Way more impressive. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 5. That is pretty cool. And as long as we have our mana tablet on us, it doesn't take durability. Instead, it takes mana. So that's really neat. Now, I also noticed, look on my, like, where the enchantment bar is underneath the 20, down my hotbar. there's that weird, like, mana thing, and that definitely has to do with something with Botania. Because when I put the Tear Shatterer away, and I put the tablet away and all that, see, it goes away. So it definitely has to do with Botania. I don't really know what that is, and I didn't really see it explained in the book, at least what I came across. So I need you guys to help me out with that. What exactly is that? What does it do? Is that good or is that bad? Because I don't know. I don't know. In any case, let's get to the upgrade. Let's get to the next stage of Botania. I built this up, and this we saw last time was my my sort of Endo Flame factory of mana, where we just have tons and tons of Endo Flames, and we still have plenty of room to add more. I did this little setup. This is very similar to the one we did down there, just more times, and I also compacted a little bit. So we have this comparator here just to tell us when this pool is full, it's going to stop putting out blaze rods. Still using blaze rods. I have my little timer. It's an interval right now. I found 7 was good for just the 2 flowers. And then this locks it off. So as soon as it's not full mana anymore, it's going to empty out those blaze rods down, and it will all turn on. Now, this is a lot of mana. It gets produced, I got to say, maybe about 10-20 minutes it filled up the pool, which isn't, like, insane, but it's the highest mana production we have yet. Now, to get to this next stage, we got to make a portal. We got to make a portal. The portal to, I think it's called Alfheim, and that's where elves are. Elves used to supposedly live in the same world as the Minecrafters, but they got banished. That's right, those bad elves got banished. So, basically, they're saying they devised a way in Botania to make a link up between the elf world, the Alfheim, and us in Minecraft, using 8 living wood, got it, the glimmering wood, we can do that now, Elven Gateway Core, that's new, 2 mana pools, and pylons, Terra pylons. Okay, so let's check this out. Elven Gateway Portal, or a core, we can now do is just living wood with the Terra Steel ingot, which we got last episode. Now we can do it so we can make the Gateway Core. And then mana pylons, these are, I haven't used these yet. They're kind of like bookcases, kind of, but they use mana. But with the Terra Steel, you can combine them to make these upgraded ones. So cool. Then you can combine it all together, living wood with the glimmering wood, and the core, and the mana pools, and the pylons, and then click it with the wand of the forest, and bam, we've got our portal. So let's go ahead and do that. Now it says that it requires a substantial amount of mana deposited into both pools for it to open. After that, it will slowly drain itself. So it seems like they're saying it's better to keep it on all the time instead of having to turn it on and off all the time, because that uses up way too much mana. So we're going to try and keep it open all the time, but we're going to be able to upgrade a bunch of stuff once we do this. So let's go ahead and do it. And the glimmering wood, it's just living wood with a piece of glowstone. So no biggie, no biggie. Let's go ahead. Let's put this down. So it's going to be like bam, 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 bam with the living wood. Then we're going to take the glimmering wood, and I already crafted all this stuff up just to save time. Just to save time. Bam, bam, glimmering wood. Okay. Then we put our Elven Gateway Core down in the middle. Boom. And then we can knock off all these little spots. Super cool, super cool. And we got our portal. Very nice. Very nice. Then over here is actually only 2. I might have done this too far. Let me double check. Let me double check. I think I did those 1 too far. All right, so for the portal, bam, bam, bam. All right, so it's supposed to be 1, 2 on the 3rd block away in the front, and then 1 over. So yes, they should be actually right here. Now I've been getting a lot of really cool suggestions about how to hide away stuff to make it look nicer. So I think I'm going to start taking some of that advice soon. But guys, when you leave comments down below, don't get discouraged if I don't do what your suggestion is right away. Know that I may have it planned to do into the future, and I'm listening to you. I'm always reading the comments on the ModSauce videos and all my videos, but I go back frequently and check the ModSauce ones just to make sure that I'm doing everything right. And you guys always have just such good advice to help out with. Okay, and then we got to throw the pylons on top. Now before that, we got to link all these guys in. So let's go ahead and do that. We may have to use some of the lenses Oh man, I'm so excited, so excited. We should be all set. Our pools are all filled up. I put in just a whole ton of daisy chain of spreaders. I don't think this is all necessary, but the main thing to note is over here, I put some efficiency lenses, because without it, these guys, they wouldn't shoot all the way over. They'd only go to right here. But when I put the efficiency lens on, it gets sent a little bit further. And if it does lose mana, it's going to lose it less. So that's the only real important thing. Then I put some potencies up front, just try and get that mana over fast. All right, let's do this. Let's start her up. Start up the portal. Bam! Oh, man. That is so cool looking. That is so cool looking. And it really barely used any mana. It's not that much. I thought it would be so much more. But it's not so bad. All right. So we're linked up to, what is it? Alfheim? I know I'm saying that wrong. All right. So first thing, throw the book in. All right. We throw the book in. Oh, and we got it back. We got it back. Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh my goodness, the Elven Guarde book. Oh, that's so cool. So basically, this portal linked up to Alfheim, and they're saying that they're going to share information with us because we shared information with them. And there's a couple things they're going to be willing to trade with us. All right, so there's the portal, there's the message if you want to go back. Resources. So basically, they'll trade Dreamwood, Elementium, Pixie Dust, and Dragonstones. So we can give them some of our stuff. They can't get Living Wood, but they can get the Dreamwood. That's like the Elf Wood. So if we give them a Living Wood, they'll give us a Dreamwood back. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. All right, went in. Oh, and it went out. So it's pretty cool. It's like a little trade post to the Elf land. Oh, very neat. So it says Dreamwood. It's similar to Living Wood. It's decorative block, blah, blah, blah. But there's more recipes we can do with it. So that's cool. We can then trade our Mana Steel for Elementium. That's interesting. I always thought Elementium would be like super expensive. But apparently it's just like Mana Steel, but the elf version. So we got to throw 2 in. 1, 2. And we get 1 back. Those cheapskates, we got to give them 2 to 1. So that's cool. We can use this for a whole bunch of stuff now. This is one of the things that we needed to get our Globetrotter sash. We can make all sorts of new armor. Oh man, there's just so much new stuff that we can make. Elven Mana Spreader. Ooh, I bet those are good. So we'll look into that. Let's see what's the next thing we can trade. Oop. So we can trade... I just realized I can use my mouse wheel to go between pages. Oh my goodness. All right, so we can trade a Mana Pearl for Pixie Dust. Awesome. Pixie Dust was something that I definitely wanted and needed. Pixie Dust! Yes! So we got Pixie Dust. All right, all right. Next thing. Ooh, and Dragonstone. That's what it is. I always thought we'd have to fight like a dragon or something for this. But apparently that's just kind of like the diamond version for elves. Oh, man! In Dragonstone. Okay. Is that it? Is that it? Anything else? They're also quite keen on nether quartz. Oh, man. Finally get it. Okay. Let's craft up a whole bunch of nether quartz. Bam! Oh, man. We get the cool quartz now. All right. Bam. Oh, this is awesome, guys. This is awesome. I wonder if we can do a block at a time. Now, it does say in the book, if you trade them something that they don't have like an equal trade back, like something they're not requesting, something they want in the world, they're going to assume that it's a gift and they're going to keep it. So sort of like that. They just kept that because they're like, nope, we're going to keep it. We already got that. You mean elves. Oh, the nerve. All right, and then Alfheim also has its own variant of glass form. All right, so elf class. It's rather light, okay, and trading goes for Okay. So we throw in our mana glass. We hadn't made mana glass yet, so I just made it up. That's just throwing a piece of glass into the mana pool. It's really cool looking. Really, really light in color. Almost like invisible looking. Throw that in, and bam. We get their glass back. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Alright, so that's basically all of their stuff I think that they have up for trade. Now there's also all sorts... Ooh, and you can read all about Elven lore. Guy of the Ritual. Oh man, there's so much good stuff. Now one thing that I want to get into immediately is Elven spreaders. So we just... It's kind of like doing a normal mana spreader, but we got to use Dreamwood. And it says that... Let's say here, it says Dreamwood conducts mana better than Living Wood. Adjustments like Elementum petals. So that's pretty cool. Now they said the only disadvantage is there is no redstone version. Now you can also, we got knowledge to upgrade even further to a Gaia spreader. So very neat. Anyway, we're going to want to upgrade to a lot of that. Now for the Elven guy, we'll craft that momentarily. It should be able to send more mana faster, further, but it's more expensive, but good thing to know. Now the next biggie though is the spark augmentations, and this is what I'm hoping. As we saw, sparks can like move the mana super duper quick, so I'm thinking with these augments it might be a way more efficient setup than all those spreaders. Now the different types, there's 4 different types. The dispersive type, that has to do with charging to a nearby player. So that's kind of cool. The dominant spark, it will pull mana from any nearby sparks that are non-augmented. That's what I think we're going to use. Put a dominant spark on the 2 things in front of the portal. We'll see how that works. Then there's the recessive spark, which is kind of like, I think it's the exact opposite. It will send mana to anything that doesn't have an augment. Now the cool part about this is because of these upgrades is the first time that we're able... Oh, maybe you can't do it with this. Alright, super cool, super cool. Does look like the sparks are working out. I put the dominant trait ones on top of these, and they do seem to be able to go on the same block as the pylons. So I'm digging that. I'm digging that. The pools seem like they're staying full. The portal's still on. What I don't know is, although these sparks, I'm not exactly sure how sparks work, if it's based on a network or if this just means it definitely can't reach those. And that's what it's kind of looking like considering this is full. So it's going to be hard to tell. In either case though, that means that we've got plenty of extras. I can either knock those out for later or just use them for something else. So not too concerned as long as the portal stays open. But that's definitely way less of these mana spreaders. So, different things I want to do. I want to be able to automate this, if possible. See if it's even possible. It's a little more complicated, maybe, just because of the angle the portal's at. We're going to have to figure out a way to do it. I also want to have an automated picking up, which I think that'll be easy. I made an item filter that has all the different items so far that we've been able to craft from this. So, just with an item collector and an ender chest, we should be all good with that. Hopefully, I'm not sure what we can and can't obstruct with this. So you know what? I'm going to stick this right here. This is the ender chest where anything that goes into it goes right back into our system. Let's grab out an advanced item collector. Whamma bam! And put that filter on. And then let's just increase these a bit. A bit. In fact, we can turn it way up. It don't matter. It don't matter. Awesome. So now, when this stuff comes out, wham, it gets picked up and it goes into the chest. Alright, so that's very cool. Now, how are we going to automate this the other way around? I'm thinking, although this might be a little ugly, we could do it, of course, just with water streams, but I think we're going to try it with, what are they called? Not conveyor belts. Yeah, let's try it with conveyor belts. See if this works. Throw this. Let's see. Will conveyor belts go up a level? That would be neat if they would go up. No. Can I wrench it to go up? Or does that just turn it? Ooh! Ooh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. I like. Okay, so if I throw an item in here, what's going to happen? Let's throw all of our mana pearls in. Going up. Converted, and it should get sucked up immediately. We should see him go through there. Yeah! Oh, dude! Alright, so now we gotta have another ender chest that we're gonna stick right here. And then have it go into a hopper. And then into a crate. And it will dump it out right there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let me get that all set up, and we'll take a look at it. Alright, so let's get this set up. Let's do it a bit above. What happens when I set that there? Okay. I don't want it to obstruct the view of this at all. Okay, so we'll do it from like right... Do it one higher. So we'll go crate. Hopper. And then I did a new ender chest. This one, pink and green. It's like Easter colors. That's because that's like these elves color things. Oh man, we're going to lose those. Let's turn on our magnet so we don't. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. All right, so the crate, it's going to drop down on there. We can test it out. So whatever goes into this ender chest, what's again? Okay, so mana seal. That should give us, that's 30 of them. No, we want 20 of them. Okay. So if we put those 20 in there. Oh, dang it. I hate when I do that. All right, we'll go like that. We might lose one. All right, so it goes in, it plops out. And then we should see the return on this end. Yeah. Automated. Automated. Oh, I love it. Okay, so that's only half the automation. Let's do the other half. So the other half is going to be having to add another ender chest. By the way, over here, this is how I get my blaze rods up there. This is how I get my stone in my living wood over there. Just in case you're wondering. Just in case. Let's set this guy over here. Bam. Let's put the ME interface on it. Bam. And now I got to make some patterns to go in there. So we got to do all the crafting recipes for all these guys. All right. So I got all the patterns going right into this chest. So that should work. Should work. Got everything. And one last thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to make some ceramic dye. Because this is apparently... believe how you can color these tracks, these conveyor belts. Cool. So get a whole bunch of them this way, just because the orange, the default color is kind of ugly. But anyway, let's test out how this works. Is our portal still going? Still going. All right, I'm gonna have to swap these around. So go. I think green's an appropriate color. I don't know, though. You guys will have to let me know. Dang it, come back here, grass. If you didn't notice, too, I'm using the alpha grass here. It's kind of funny. All right, conveyor belts. Bam, 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 bam. Maybe we'll change to pink. I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. I think this is good, though, for now. Bam. Oh, gotta watch out. No! No! All right. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, so let's do this. Let's try crafting the stuff up. Let's see if it works. Let's see. So, what should we do first? So let's do pixie dust. Let's craft up 10 pixie dust. Start. Oh man, look at it. It's going in. And they're pretty slow on doing it, but it works. It works. It's automated. Oh, I'm really glad that was fairly easy. That is so cool. All right, so next, what do we want to do? Now that we have all this set up, the sparks are going, we got the augments. Let's just make sure, double check these are still full. As long as they're full, we're all good. Yeah, they're keeping up with the mana. Now, I think next we need to look in the book and see what other stuff we can get. Of course, there's that Elven Spreader. So maybe I should get some of those. I might already have it. Alright, so I got some mana spreaders made up. The Elven versus the normal. And I want to test these out as well with the different types of upgrades. 2, 3, and we'll do one normal. So, the one, and I just want to make sure that I'm right about this. I believe the efficiency is supposed to go the furthest. So let's just double check that. So there's the efficiency one. The other main one that we've been using is the potency. I want to see how that affects the beam. We have the resistance, the velocity, and then we're going to use one with nothing in it. So, let's see what these beams look like. Oh, they're all over the place. This makes it a lot easier to tell. Alright, so right here we have... This is the Elven one. And we can see it goes to right there. So that's pretty far in comparison to the normal mana spreader with nothing. It compares to this guy right here. Alright, interesting. So it's a lot further. But it's not the furthest. So I was definitely wrong on which one goes the furthest. The furthest one is this one. And this is the resistance lens. Interesting. So the resistance lens, I forget what that one did. Let's go back and look. Let's see. Mana lenses. Here. Okay. Velocity lens, potency lens, resistance lens will significantly increase the amount of time. So I guess time is the equivalent to the same thing, kind of, as distance. So increase the amount of time the mana burst can go without starting to lose mana, but makes it a bit slower. So even though it can go further, the mana burst isn't nearly as fast. And you can see the elbow? It seems decently fast, but it's not much further than the Elven one. Now, of course, so that was the resistance. I'm going to assume that we can put a resistance lens on the Elven one, and it would go super duper far. So resistance. So let's put down another Elven one just to look at the difference. Alright, so we have Elven with resistance and without. Wow! Wow, look at that. Like almost doubles it. Craziness. So I don't know. I'm still getting used to the lenses. But I have to say, the Elven one, it's impressive. It's quite a bit further. It's quite a bit of an improvement. And they tell you, simply put, Dreamwood conducts mana better than Livingwood. Now, I don't know if this means it can also has like an bigger internal buffer. But the whole speed thing seems like that's the important part. That it's faster, and it's probably more frequent. So I'm going to try and see, maybe we could just replace this whole long row with like just a single Elven one under each. So I'm going to test that out. Why don't you guys let me know? Let me know if that would work out. We're probably going to move off the Endoflames very soon. It's been highly suggested that we get into some other new flowers, and this did unlock two big new ones. There's this guy. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it eats cake, and it's supposed to be pretty powerful. So we got to get back to making cake. We talked about that. We need it for a couple things, but then also this Thermalily. And it says here, I'm kind of insulted, it says that hydrangeas and endoflames is just not enough mana. It's not very fast. So actually, that's kind of encouraging to know that these guys are supposed to be extremely powerful. They're just like the hydrangeas where they take the water source blocks, they eat it. So that's going to be kind of a fun project too. Now the mod author, Vasky, did tweet me that it's not, that there's going to be kind of a big change there in the next update. So I'm not exactly sure what that's going to entail, but we may not be able to abuse thermal lilies. I think they said with floodgates. What are floodgates from? Floodgates. Okay, that's with the BuildCraft. Alright, so I made a few more thermal lilies. Let's just see how this works with the floodgate. Oh man, okay, so eats it, and yeah, it's just like the, it's just like the hydrangeas. And we have lava just hand over fist. So I might take advantage of this for as long as we have it. Are these all aimed up at that spreader? It's hard to see. Yep. It looks that way. Oh, man. So this gets lava pretty quickly. I mean, lava. It gets mana pretty quickly. So this will be fun to experiment with. Anyway, I think we're going to have to end things off here. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Oh, and last final thing. I don't know if this is bugged, but let me know. When I logged out of the server to go eat dinner, our portal broke. And it wasn't because we didn't have enough mana. So I don't know if that's a thing. That like whenever the server resets or something like that, it goes away. I don't know. Let me know if that's a bug or if that's intentional or what the heck's going on. But in any case, we got a lot done today. I'm super excited. I'm super happy. We're going to get to the end game of Botania pretty soon, I think. So it should be pretty neat. Pretty neat. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It helps support the channel so very much. I hope you guys realize. And I appreciate it. It just makes me all happy inside. Lets me know that you're enjoying the content that we're making and the time put into the videos. Anywho, help me out with any of the questions that I asked throughout the video. If you have any other tips and tricks about Botania or whatever, it's very much so appreciated. Also, feel free to tweet me if you can't leave a comment. And I'm pretty good. I try to answer what I can. But I definitely read them. So, yes, as always, thanks for watching. And peace out.